Students, welcome to the subject Computer Fundamental. At present, we are in chapter 2, that is Basic Computer Organization. Today we will consider the second topic, that is Basic Organization of Computer System. In the previous class, we have considered the first topic in this chapter, that is functions performed by computer. Today we will consider the second topic, that is basic organization of computer system. Point number 1, although the internal architecture of computer differs from one model to another, but the basic organization of computer system is same for all computers. Students, you know there are various types of computers. You have seen there is a laptop, okay, there is a desktop, there is a mini computer, okay. All these various types of computer have got, okay, same basic organization, although they may differ in size, performance, cost and other aspects. Point number 2, the block diagram of computer consists of 5 functional units. These 5 units correspond to the 5 basic operations or functions performed by the all computer systems. Students, you know computer performs 5 basic functions. So accordingly there are 5 functional units. The diagram we will see in the next slide. In this slide, you can see the diagram showing basic organization of computer system. You find here 2 parallelogram and 2 rectangles. Okay. Now this parallelogram figure shows input unit and output unit, whereas in 2 rectangles which are interconnected, in the top rectangle represents storage unit, whereas bottom rectangle represents central processing unit. In short, it is called as CPU. Now, in the input unit which you see towards left, okay, and output unit you see towards right. Now, this dark line indicates flow of the instruction and data, whereas dotted line indicates the control exercised by the control unit. Students, in this you find 5 functional units of computer. One is input unit, another is output unit, third is storage unit, fourth is arithmetical logical unit, and fifth is control unit. The functions of all this we will study. Now, input unit gets, okay, feeding of program and data, and input unit passes on to the storage unit. Now this instructions and data are stored in storage unit and they are called in the central processing unit for performing various calculations. And then afterwards the results are passed on from the storage unit to the output unit. Okay, so whatever output we get, we call it as information or results. Okay, now we'll see in detail what are the functions of basic 5 units. So basic organization of computer system as seen in the block diagram, there are 5 functional units. They are input unit, output unit, storage unit, arithmetic logic unit, in short it is called as ALU, and fifth is control unit, in short it is called as CU. We will study all these units one by one. First, input unit. Point number 1, the data and the instruction must be entered into computer system before the computer performs any computations on the supplied data. Students, you very well know computer, okay, is a device which performs okay, arithmetical and logical operations at very fast speed. So whatever is the data and the instructions should be fed to the computer unit. Point number 2. For this purpose, the input unit performs following functions. 1. It accepts or reads instructions and data from the outside world. It converts these instructions and data in the computer acceptable form. It supplies the converted instructions and data to the storage unit for storage and further processing. Students, okay, computer reads in data through various input devices such as keyboard or scanner. Okay, so whatever data human gives, okay, through the input device is accepted and it is converted into a machine understandable form, which we call that is computer acceptable form. Now these whatever instructions are there, okay, these instructions and data are kept in the storage unit till it is processed. Now, second unit is output unit. This unit supplies information obtained after the data is processed to the outside world. Students, computer gives results. These results should be made available to the people. So the job of the output unit is to make available the results or information from computer system into human understandable form. Point number 2. The output unit performs the following functions. 1. It accepts the produced results which are in the coded form. These coded results human being cannot understand. It converts these coded results to a human acceptable or readable or understandable form. It supplies the converted results to outside world. Students, computer gives output. Now this output is in the coded form or in the computer language which human being cannot understand. So this is converted into human understandable form by the output unit, and it supplies this to the outside world so that human being can understand the output. We'll go to the next, third, storage unit. The storage unit holds or stores the information and data. Point number 1. The data and instructions required for processing received from the input unit. It holds intermediate results of processing. Third, final results of processing before system releases them to the output unit. So students, storage unit performs 3 types of activities. That is, it stores data and instruction which is fed from the input unit till it is required for the processing. It stores also the intermediate results during the processing period, and once the final results are available, even these are kept in the storage unit till it is made available to the people through the output unit. Fourth, arithmetic and logic unit. In short, it is called as ALU. Point number 1. Arithmetic and logic unit ALU of a computer is a place where actual execution of computer instructions take place. So students, arithmetical logical unit, as the name itself suggests, is the place where arithmetical and logical operations are carried out. Point number 2. Data and instructions are passed on to ALU for the processing. So whatever is the data and instructions stored in the storage unit is brought into ALU for the processing, because ALU is a place where arithmetical and logical operations are performed. Point number 3. In ALU, arithmetic operations such as add, subtract, multiply, divide, okay, and logical operations such as less than, equal to, greater than, etc., okay, are performed on the data. Point number 4. Data is moved back and forth several times between primary memory and ALU for processing to complete. Students, arithmetical logical unit is a place where computations and logical comparisons are takes place. Many times the data should be moved from ALU to the primary memory because ALU has got less memory. Fifth, control unit. In short, it is called as CU. Control unit of a computer acts as central nervous system for other units of computer system. Students, in the human being there is a nervous system which controls the movements of our body parts. So also control unit acts as a nervous system for all other units of computer system. Point number 2. It manages and coordinates the operations of other units or components. It obtains instructions from the program stored in the main memory, interprets the instruction and issues signals causing other units of system to execute them. Students, control unit acts as a nervous system, and hence it coordinates operations and functions of other units. These instructions which are part of our program are interpreted by control unit, and accordingly it directs the other components or units of computer system to execute the various functions. Central Processing Unit, CPU. This is not independent unit. So control unit and arithmetical logical unit together is called as CPU. So you should not get confused. It is not the sixth unit. So point number 1. Control unit and arithmetical logical unit ALU of computer system together are known as Central Processing Unit. In short, CPU. Point number 2. It is the brain of computer system. In human body, brain takes all major decisions and other parts of the body function as directed by the brain. Students, brain activates our all body parts and control our body parts. Similarly, CPU also does same job. In computer system, the CPU performs all major calculations and comparisons and also activates and controls the operations of other units of computer system. So whatever are the functions of ALU and control unit, these are the functions carried out by CPU. Students, so today we have studied the basic block diagram of a computer. This block diagram is a complete diagram which will help you to understand how the computer works. So you please write down this in your notebook. I'll be sending a PDF file. So this is very important question from your examination point of view and even from understanding the computer's fundamental subject. I hope if you got anything, you may give me a call. Thank you.